Hey man, you ever looking to flat Earth?
Okay, I decided to do a makeover of this leveling the playing field or plane. And the reason why was because I had this footage where I went out and I put a level on my camera, and what I wanted to do was see where eye level was. Now, people might say that, the virtual horizon is not going to be accurate. Well, I put a level on it and I get it as accurate as I possibly can. Now, I actually couldn't find the video where I actually was zoomed in on um, the Bayport bird rack. And when I zoomed in on the Bayport bird rack, the actual virtual horizon was above the bird rack, where the horizon line would be. It was actually above it, not at the water line where everybody thinks that that's where the actual horizon is where the water is, the visible water line is. Well, it's not. And if I can find that footage, and I'll tell you, when you got hundreds and hundreds of videos, it's really hard to find a particular video you remember making, doing, and trying to find it, it gets tough. But actually, this one was a better one because I did use my level to show that that visible water is not eye level. And people say, well, it does drop below. Of course it's going to drop below because what you are seeing here is actually mirroring. The water is just mirroring the sky. And why I'm making this was I took some pictures um, January 12th, I believe it was. Yeah, it was January 12th, toward the evening time, at a much lower perspective than I am here. And this is the thing that, because of perspective, these bird racks get smaller the farther out they go. So in turn, um, they're going to not be at eye level. Even though that this bird rack is 16 foot tall, it is not going to show me eye level because of perspective. It's like you standing on a street and watching perfectly straight telephone poles go down the road, all at the same height, and you get down to the last one and it looks shorter than you. Okay? This is where I'm getting at. It's going to look smaller than you because you're going to actually start having to look down toward that very, very last telephone pole. I wanted to make this short, but I also wanted to show that how I was doing this level on top of my camera, showing you where the level line was, trying to get it as accurate as possible. And then right here, I re-leveled it because I didn't think I was really quite level. I think I was aiming downward, but looky here, when I look back at where the water line is, it's well below the virtual horizon. And somebody might say, well, well, you're right here, Mr. Green, or um, oh shit. Right here, you're proving the globe. This is what Wolfie's always showing, man. You're right on the money here. You're showing it. And if people with a P900 should try this for themselves, please don't just take my word for it. Do it yourself and find the true horizon. Everything below the horizon line is mirroring the sky. Basically, it's mirroring the sky. So here's one of the pictures I took of the Bayport bird rack with a boat beside it. And here's one where the light comes on a little brighter, maybe a little longer exposure, or um, maybe I turned the compensation up a little bit. Here's another one as I zoom back away from it. And you might want to pause this to really take a good look at it. Look where the visible water line is on these, and you don't normally see this. And I'm at a low perspective, people. I'm not up on no high tower or nothing. These pictures were taken from Pine Island. The first video part was taken from Bayport. Um, but this right here proves to me that when I zoom out and I'm always seeing this water line at the bottom or the base of the bird rack or a little bit above it in the background. Now here I believe it is Cutter's Rock, but where I was located, I was off to the side, so it's not on the back side of that one sign. It should be to the right of that if I was set up in that little corner that I usually take, but it's not. Due to parallax, I move. Anything out there in the distance is not going to be in the same place that it was prior to a different location, if you understand that. And then I took this picture that shows some boats way out there in the horizon. And I've been taking a lot of pictures, and I'm going to start posting some of them with a little explanation and showing you, marking which ones are which, because I catch in a lot of the bird racks. Yes, it's usually at night, but I'll tell you, when you start taking these pictures, it does make a difference. Here's a little longer exposure. You can see the blurred out boat back there. Also, you can see how its light's reflecting. And again, here's another one with a boat way back there. And you can see how focusing plays a role in this too. All right, these are some pictures I took the night I was taking pictures at 28 inches above the water, plus one at 4 inches. I highlighted it right here or enhanced it to make it more visible. Again, I'd like to put some more videos out there with some pictures in them because I think the pictures really show a lot better detail. So I'd like to present these, make my point on them, and go from there. I know my videos are long, so I'm going to try to cut them a little bit shorter. All right. Again, thanks for watching.